When the world calls you a misfit, you have two choices: believe them or prove them wrong. This is the story of Carl Ervin, a boy who came from nothing, stood against the odds, and rose to wear the colors of the USA Dream Team. Carl Ervin grew up in a neighborhood where dreams didn't survive long. He didn't have fancy shoes or a mentor to guide him. He had an old, scuffed basketball and a heart that refused to quit. But to the world, Carl wasn't a prodigy. He was just another boy who didn't fit in. Too quiet, too small, too different. At school, Carl was always the last to be picked for games. Every miss, every laugh from the crowd, it cut deep. But instead of breaking him, it fueled him. He began to practice alone. Mornings before sunrise, nights long after everyone went home. Rain, cold, hunger, nothing could stop him. One rainy night, Carl played for hours under a single flickering street lamp. His clothes soaked, his hands numb, but his eyes burning. That night, he made a promise to himself: I will make it, no matter what it takes. Carl finally made it onto the high school basketball team. But it wasn't magic. He didn't become a star overnight. He lost games, missed shots, his knees ached, his confidence wavered. Yet, every failure became a lesson. Every loss, a new reason to push harder. During a critical match, Carl tore a ligament. Doctors told him to take months off. But to Carl, time was something he couldn't afford to lose. Through pain, through therapy, through tears, he fought his way back. His comeback game was electric. Carl scored the winning shot. For the first time, the crowd chanted his name. In that moment, he felt it. This wasn't just a game anymore. This was his life. One summer night, Carl sat glued to the screen. The USA Dream Team was playing. Flawless passes, thunderous dunks, pure glory. Carl whispered to himself, one day, I'll be there. He trained like a man possessed. While others slept, Carl ran. While others partied, Carl worked. Every drop of sweat, a step closer to the impossible. When Carl walked into the USA basketball trial camp, he felt small. Surrounded by towering athletes, many with famous names, Carl was the outsider. But he knew heart can't be measured in inches. Day after day, Carl gave everything. He hustled for every ball, played defense like his life depended on it. Slowly, coaches began to notice. Teammates started to respect him. The day came when the final roster was announced. Carl's heart pounded. Name after name was called. Then, Carl Ervin. Tears filled his eyes. The misfit had just made the USA Dream Team. Pulling on that jersey for the first time, Carl felt years of struggle, pain, and sacrifice wash over him. He wasn't just playing for himself. He was playing for every kid who was ever told, you can't. The Olympic court was bigger than anything Carl had ever seen. Every cheer, every flash of a camera, it felt unreal. But when the whistle blew, Carl played like it was just him and the ball. Final seconds. Tie game. The ball found its way to Carl. One dribble, a deep breath. The shot went up, and as the buzzer sounded, it swished. USA wins. Carl's teammates lift him into the air. Months later, Carl returned to that cracked street court. He stood where he once sat, alone, holding the same worn-out basketball. Only this time, a gold medal hung around his neck. He whispered, I made it. Carl Ervin's journey is proof. It's not where you start. It's how far you're willing to go. The misfit became a champion. The boy with nothing became the man who inspired millions. Subscribe our channel for more updates. Thanks.